Henry's in town.
Truer words have never been spoken because Henry is indeed always here. Good morning and welcome to the National Call. This is the call that is it all for y'all. Well, maybe not all, but it is time to train, motivate, and encourage. And we hope you derive at least one of those benefits. Make a little noise if you're excited because today is going to be the biggest day you've ever had in the history of sales.
Yes, sir, Mr. Henry
Yes,
Stewart.
sir. Yes, sir.
Hey.
Henry, everybody's tied for first or tied for last right now for the second half of the year. Ultimate Challenge.
It is a dead heat for the Ultimate Challenge. Everyone's at the ultimate beginning because anything can happen from here. We've got some front runners with a lot of momentum from the last Ultimate Challenge, but alas, everyone is at the same starting spot. So whoever drops their foot on the gas first will take the lead. And when they do, their information will be recorded this week at Lock Forever in the Annals of SOS History. And then it's going to make it to the newsletter. And once it gets to the newsletter, it will be reported by the Bowtied one, just like the results that we have today. So if you're ready to see who was the best of the best in the week that was, you need to give it up for James Whitley.
Yeah, James.
Good morning, James.
Let's go, James.
Nice bow tie.
Senator James Whitley.
The bow-tied one.
James Whitley.
Let's go.
Let's
Ready to
go.
Good morning. What? Go ahead.
There he is. He's there.
No,
He's directly from Whitley County, Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Very true.
I actually got asked on the 4th of July if I was related to Keith Whitley. For any of my country music fans out there, I am not, or else I'd be getting royalties. Anyways, hope everybody's having a fantastic Monday morning fast start. You should have been in PTF this morning. You know why? Because it's the first day of the second half of the year. And so for a guy that spends every Monday going over bulletins, everybody's at zero. We're all on the same starting line, every single one of us, from Rory all the way down to a brand new agent. So it's anybody's ballgame. But before we get into all that fun stuff, we have to review the week that was. Watch those mute buttons so we don't hear anything we shouldn't hear this morning. And we begin by not the week. Winston is excited for Ultimate Challenge. Let's go, Winston. Ultimate Challenge is there, but this is the week that was. So this is not the week that ended Sunday at midnight. This is the week that ended prior. So we can still review these numbers. And everybody over 5,000 makes it on the front page of the bulletin. We got Miguel, Samuel, Walier, Miria, Balarama, Megatron, Caitlin, Rohi, Jacqueline, Wendy, the boy next door, Stefan E. Coleman, Yvonne, JT Black, Lightning, Max, Sandy, 80, Howard, Emma, Alma, Rashawn, Timtasia, Ernestina, Victoria, Langston, Karen, O. McClendon, Desmond. And look at all these folks over 10K. There's a 10K club for a reason, folks. You should be in it so I can shout your name out. We got Jay Ruffin over 10,000. We got Shannon dropping 11,000. We got Molly dropping 11,000. Monica, 11,000. India, 17,000. Chris, 17,000. And folks, we got two individuals over 20,000. The newest member of the 20K club. She's going to get a jacket. She's going to get a pin. Mercedes, 22,000.
Mercedes.
More AP. And no stranger to the 20K club. The man on a mission himself, ring the bell for Josh Bell. 17 sales, 23,276 AP.
Good job, Josh.
Way to go, Josh. Way to go, Mercedes. And way to go, everybody that got over 5,000. Consistency is the key. I talked about it this morning. We're going to talk about it a lot this morning, whether you want to or not. And then we got all the folks averaging 5,000 AP or more. So second page of the bulletin, if you're brand new, is those through 4 weeks. This is a 5-week month, but through the first 4 weeks, who was averaging 5,000 AP or more. So as long as you're over 20,000, you get on this page. We got Langston E. Coleman, Jay Ruffin, Stefan, Emma, Victoria, Tasha, Balarama, Ernestina, Tina, Monica, Shannon, Miguel, Desmond, JT Black, Lighting, O. McClendon, Chris, Mercedes, India, Molly, and Josh isn't just a flash in the pan because he did 66,181 through 4 weeks. I wonder what we did last week. Maybe we'll find out here soon. In the teams category, where would we be without our rock star leaders, folks? We got the Mo Money Crew, 172,000. House of Diamonds, 264,000. The Banksters, 298. Region of Steel, 370,000. And the only wild cards, looking fresh in that picture, 598,900 AP. Way to go to all the teams in the leads. Look how trendy we are, Grant. This meme was going viral. I love it. Work all your leads. If you don't get it, that's good. That means you're not on social media. In the A-lead category, we got India dropping 10 A-lead sales. B leads, they're just A-leads that haven't met you yet. And we had Langston, the triple threat, Malcolm, Rohi, and Willie all doing 2 B lead sales. Way to go, folks. That's what we're talking about, working on your lead types. Birthday leads, existing clients. They know you, they love you, they want to hear from you. We sit here and talk about how precious birthday leads are. You've heard Roy talk about it, Henry talk about it, Jennifer talk about it, Josh did a testimony on it, Grant and I talk about how they were our favorites, especially once you build up your book of business. And Josh put his money where his mouth was. He had 10 birthday lead sales that week, and then you've got all these folks with 7 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. So if you're not working your birthday leads, work your birthday leads, and then work on qualifying for the orphan birthday lead campaigns. And then the key to success, folks, is the referrals. I'll never forget it, just because I like the way he says it. And I like to learn new words. When Henry said referrals, beget referrals. And when you get referrals, you get more referrals. And when you get more referrals, you will sell them. And Megatron and Temptation both with 3 referral sales. But that means they're asking for referrals on every call, folks. So make sure you get your referrals on every call. String, Foundation of Success here at SLS. I talk about it every single week. I'm going to talk about this. In fact, I talk about it every single morning now, as we talk about string in a day. But string, if you make your worst week 2,500 AP, your worst week, then your average will be significantly higher. And that should be the goal, folks. Again, if you are consistent with your activity, you will be able to get 2,500 almost guaranteed, because we've got the best coaches in the game. And when you do it for 15 consecutive weeks, you get $200. When you go 25 weeks, that's half a year, you get $500. When you go 40 weeks, that's $1,000. When you go 50 out of 52 weeks, folks, Roy understands. You get sick, you get a vacation, you have an off week, so you can get what's called amnesty, which is 2 weeks off. You don't have to ask for it ahead of time. It just happens. And when you go 50 out of 52 weeks, you get $2,000. You get a platinum string bonus, but your paychecks and account checks will be even higher. But when you say, even on those off weeks, because of my birthday leads, because of my referrals, because of my pipeline, I can get $2,500 every single week. You get a perfect string medal, you get enshrined in the SLS Hall of Fame, and you get a $2,500 bonus. Ultimate Challenge. I don't even need to review it. Why? Because it's over, folks. But it's not over. So here's what I'm going to say in place of reviewing it. First of all, if you're brand new here, Ultimate Challenge runs every 6 months. If you win, you write the most in that 6-month period, you get $25,000. Second place, not a set of steak knives, $15,000. Third is $10,000. Top 30 pays out cash money. But a reminder to all my Ultimate Challenge folks is, while you can no longer write new business to qualify for Ultimate Challenge, we are not in Mexico yet. So Ultimate Challenge stands for not just like the Ultimate Warrior or any of those, but it stands for Ultimate AP. What does Ultimate AP means? It means the AP that is ultimately left on that 6-month block of business. So make sure you are working your FISAPs, make sure you are paying attention, make sure you're doing your virtual policy deliveries, and making sure your clients are happy, because you don't want to lose $1,000 or $5,000 or whatever place it drops you because you have fall off. So make sure you focus on quality. And then on the flip side, if you're like, 25,000 sounds pretty cool to me, well, guess what? We're all on the starting line. It's like when you watch like the Boston Marathon, right? Everyone's on the starting line. The gun is about to get fired when we say no issues, no results count at the end, and everybody's at 0 and everybody's running the same race. And it's a friendly reminder that a flash in the pan can happen this week. You can write 10,000, 20,000, that'll jump you to the top. But it's all about being consistent, because it's a marathon, not a sprint. So as you're thinking about Ultimate Challenge, it's about making sure you have no worse than string, but really focus on being in the 5K a week club. Because as I talked about this morning, there are folks that are on the top 10 that were never agent of the week, but they are consistent week in and week out. They average 5,000 AP, or they average whatever it is, and they have good quality. So quantity, quality, that is the key. That's my little speech on Ultimate Challenge. MDC, that doesn't end until the end of the year. Plenty of time to qualify for that. Saturday Sales Club. Oh, look, Ultimate Challenge contender and previous winner. That's why she's there, because she knows the power of the Saturday Sales Club. That's why I call her the Energizer Bunny. And 20 agents made 28 sales for a total of 29,704 AP. Folks, Saturday, best time to get in touch with people. High answer rates, great time to do follow-ups, virtual policy deliveries, work your FISAPs, and take live transfers and work real-time leads. And you too can slice yourself off a piece of that AP pie. National Sales Grant 2027. Grant's going to have to start a new countdown soon. Why? Because we're going to be in Mexico before you know it. But we are all trying to qualify for Cabo. I say it every single week. I'm going to say it again, folks. This resort, I'm so excited to go back. We went there, but it was during COVID, and it was still incredibly enjoyable, even when we couldn't go anywhere, because it's beautiful. It's all this white marble. It's 5-star. It's 5 diamond. The spa is incredible. The pool is incredible. They got a cold plunge down at the pool. And then it's Cabo. It's a completely different environment, and there's no humidity. We're talking about the heat, no humidity. And it's incredible beaches, and they got the rock arches, and it's like kind of deserty. It's beautiful. Downtown is beautiful. You cannot miss it. Why? Because it's all expenses paid trip for you and a guest. Step 1, get on target for convention. Step 2, get fully qualified. Step 3, get on target for President's Club. Step 4, qualify for President's Club. And it's a reminder, as we start, look, we're starting to get, they haven't even gone on the trip yet, and we got folks already President's Club qualified. But keep pushing, because the top President's Club qualifiers always get something special, because there are levels to these bezels. That's a watch reference. If you don't get that, we'll talk about that. I'm sure probably Mexico. WMS the Ring of Honor. They go President's Club every single year. They would never miss it. How do you make all these things happen? I just said it. If you can be 5K consistent, look at this. We got Molly, we got Monica, we got Chris, we got Max on current 5K strings. That's going to help you. Molly's at 56, but we got an all-time record held by Caitlin at 162 weeks, Megatron at 91 weeks. If they can do it for that many weeks, you can do it for 1 week, 2 weeks, 5 weeks, 10 weeks, and then just keep going, because when you build momentum, it's hard to lose it. And then you do 10K a week. And when you have 10K consistently, and you do it for 5 consecutive weeks, you're going to win a President's Challenge. You're going to be on you're going to be on wheel spins. You're going to be getting big paychecks, account checks. And on top of all that, you get a bonus for every week over 10,000 you do after 5 weeks. We got 2 folks on target, Molly and India, for bonuses on top of everything else. And then there's the exclusive 20K week club, folks. I'm so excited. I love talking about it every single week, but I now get to say there are 30 active members, 30, an agency of 220 agents, folks. If 30 agents can do 20K, you can do it. Every single person that hears the sound of my voice, whether it's your first week or your 10th year, should be in the 20K club. You pick a week and you say, I'm going to push. I'm going to do everything I can. Shout out to Mercedes. She is the 30th member. That's a cool title. The 30th member of
Hey, Mercedes.
Way to go, Mercedes.
And
Great job.
by the way, he's not highlighted in yellow. Why is it not highlighted in yellow? Because Josh Bell is no stranger to it, and he now has 4 20K weeks. Does he have a 5th? We're about to find out. How do you make all these things happen? We're talking about talk time today. You saw it in GroupMe. If you didn't see in GroupMe, that's part of the problem. You should be checking GroupMe daily. Really have notifications off so that you get them and you pay attention. It's good motivation, it's good all this stuff, but there were some announcements on there in talk time. You all signed a letter of commitment that said you were committed to doing 25 hours minimum every single week. Why? Because we know what works. And when you do it every single week and you have consistency, that builds your pipeline, that builds your referrals, that builds your follow-ups, that builds your muscle memory, so you get better and better and gooder at the PEC. And yes, I know that's not real, but we say it around these parts. So get 25 hours and then have your worst week be 25 hours of talk time and see how many consecutive weeks over 25 hours you can get. That's what the letter of commitment talks about. So make it happen, folks. There's jackets. We're giving them out. A bunch of people are getting jackets, but I wanted to shout out records. Why? It's not an agent that broke, well, agents broke a week record. The only wild cards had the 8th best week all time, June week 4, 199,412 AP. There's records. They're meant to be broken. I have a feeling this next 6 months, there are records that won't just be broken, Roy. There were records that will be shattered. Shatter the agent records for week, month, all these things, and we're going to shatter team records and agency records, and we're excited for you to be a part of it. I'm fired up. It's Ultimate Challenge Day 1. It's a talk time contest. We got so much to be excited about. Let's make it happen today. Henry, back to you, sir.
Give it up one more time for James Wheatley.
Thank you, James Whitney.
Thank
Great
you,
job.
James.
That was
Thank you,
excellent.
Jay.
Thank you, James.
It's a powerful Monday that's unfolding if you're here for the very first time because one of your friends or relatives or somebody said, come check out SLS. You might find it to be pretty cool. Then by all means, continue to enjoy the show. At the end, you'll have a chance to learn more about the opportunity and how to move forward. Some of you have been here a time or two before. You've started your contracting and you're just trying to get on SLS Connect so you can start making some sales. If that's the case, you may want to mosey on over to the onboarding breakout room where they can answer questions about contracting, cancellation letters. They got the cure for whatever ails you when it comes to keeping you on the phones as quickly as possible. So if you go over to the onboarding room, now's a good time to do it. if you're already in the contracting process. If you're not in the contracting process yet, you're in the look-see process where you're kind of taking a peek and looking before you leap. Then stay here and listen to someone who's been here for quite some time. Matter of fact, he's been here longer than all of us because he's the owner, CEO, and president of the agency. He has a nickname. They call him Doc. He sits atop SLS Mountain in the middle of SLS Nation, seeing where he can smile with his little eye. Yes, he takes a peek from the peak of the mountain. Did he see you this week? He's taking a peek at everything that took place between Monday and Sunday, and I've got a feeling he's got some news to report, particularly as the Ultimate Challenge season, as last Ultimate Challenge season closed out. But there's only one way to find out what he knows. Welcome to the stage, Mr. Rory Dockery.
Welcome,
Let's go,
Mr. Rory.
Rory.
Welcome.
Good morning,
Happy
Doc.
Monday.
Welcome back, Doc.
Good morning.
Good morning, and thank you, Henry. I'd like to do like we always do every Monday, highlight the week that ended midnight last night, starting off with teams, new agents, veteran agents. So let me get going here. Team shout outs. In 7th place, the last week of the first 6 months, I'd like to give a shout out to the Donahue Group, the Mark Donahue Group, the boy next door, a small but powerful team selling in the field, 14,000 plus, only 4 agents on the Donahue Group, a PPA grant of 3,501. Nice job, Mark and company. In 6th place, we have the House of Diamonds, HOD, coming in at pretty near 38,000. HOD has 36 agents, PPA 1,046. One person I'm about to highlight, one new agent, 1 over 5, none over 10 for the week. I think that's going to change this week, Tina. In 5th place, we have Rihanna, Tina Marie, the Banksters, NLB, No Limit Banksters, coming in 52,678, 33 agents on the Banksters, 63% each check Social Security billing, PPA right around 1,600. 4 new agents I'm about to highlight, 3 over 5,000 Rihanna, none over 10 for the week. In 4th place, Marquise and Nate, Quote Masters, coming in about, I have Nate and Marquise, I have 61,000, 32 agents on the Quote Masters, 60% e-check Social Security billing. The e-check Social Security billing percentages this week were through the roof. Good job, guys.
Let's
Coming
go.
Yeah. Coming in about 1,900, 1,906 PPA. Marquise, 2 new agents I'm about to highlight, 3 over 5, but none over 10 for the week. In 3rd place, out west, we have ROS, Eric Clay, Region of Steel. 50 agents strong on the Region of Steel, coming in about 85,000, Eric. I know Eric's not happy with that, but it's going to be bigger this week, Eric. Talking about e-check Social Security billing percentage, 70%. Nice job. PPA right around 1,700. 11 new agents I'm about to highlight. That's number 1 in that category. 6 over 5,000 and 2 over 10,000 for the week. I feel a big week, first week of the second 6 months coming for ROS.
Yes, sir.
All right. In 2nd place, we have MMC, More Money Crew, the Moore twins, Viore and Stephanie, coming in 94,551, 40 agents on MMC, 61% e-check Social Security billing.
More.
Great job, more money.
Way to go, Mo Money.
Great job, MMC.
Premium per agent, 2,364. 3 new agents I'm about to highlight, 6 over 5,000, none over 10, surprisingly, for the week. I think that'll change this week. In 1st place, the Wild Cards, WC Wild Cards, coming in at 152,508.
Great job, wild card.
Let's go, Wild Cards.
Let's
All
go.
right.
Wild cards, let's get.
Nathan must be here because I hear his voice. 152,508.
Nathan is always here.
We had a disagreement on the agents this morning. It took Henry to decide. There's 46 agents on the wild cards, 56% e-check Social Security billing, PPA of 3,315. Okay, 7 new agents I'm about to highlight, 3 over 5,000. Guess how many over 10,000? 5. 5 over 10,000. Okay, wild cards. Let's keep it going. Let's move on to new agents of SLS. New agent is defined as somebody that started in the last 6 months. Since we turned over to July, we had July 1st and July 4th over the weekend. Now it's from January, that's back 6 months to present day. We have 28 new agents. I'm about to highlight different categories. We call them future stars. The first level is the 2,500 level that sold from 2,500 annualized premium for the week to 3,500 annualized premium for the week. Let's start off on NLB, No Limit Banksters. Jose Garcia just started in May. 2,451 AP, 70% e-check Social Security billing. Region of Steel, Justin Henderson, started in June, just started. Bronze work ethic, Eric, for Justin. I like those work ethic awards. 2,459 AP for the week. Let's go over to the No Limit Banksters. Keith Thomas started in March, 2,858 AP, 73% e-check Social Security billing. Back over to the wild cards, finishing his week off on a Sunday. Matt. Arch Allen just started in April, 2,892 AP, 80% e-check Social Security billing. Sticking with the wild cards, Deb Barth started in February. She says she likes the heat. 3,092 AP,
Good job, Deb.
65% e-check Social Security billing. That's right on the line. 65% and up is where I mention it. NLB, No Limit Banksters, Nichelle Lee started in January, 113 AP. Back over to the wild cards, a new agent, Marcus Hill, just started, 3,143 AP. Sticking with the wild cards, Claudia Perez Toribio started in February, 3,162 AP. And Andre, guess her e-check Social Security billing percentage.
100%.
I can always count on Andre for that. Region of Steel, Jonathan Cannon started in May, 3,277 AP, 70% e-check Social Security billing. And rounding out this first category, the 2,500 category on Region of Steel, Ro Asami started in May, 3,486 AP with 91% e-check Social Security billing. Let's move on to future stars, the 3,500 level that sold from 3,500 to 5,000 AP. Let's start off on HOD, House of Diamonds. Sharice Newby started in April, 3,559 AP, and guess her e-check Social Security billing percentage.
100%.
MMC, Keith McDaniel started in February, 3,567 AP, and won't have to have Andre guess it. I'm going to tell him it's 100% also, Andre. Region of Steel, Tamika Williams just started in May, 4,162 AP, 83% e-check Social Security billing. Region of Steel, also 4,356 AP. Another new agent just started in May, Eric, Heather McMichael. Our first Triple Crown winners, and we have 2 in a row. Triple Crown winners as the AP, the e-check Social Security billing percent, and also a work ethic award. Triple Crown winner, wild cards, 4,676 as the AP, 100% e-check Social Security billing. Bronze work ethic. She just started in May. Seems like she's been here longer, though. France Mason. Nice job, France.
Go, France.
Way to go,
Thank you.
France.
Good job, Fran.
All righty. MMC, 4,734 AP, 100% e-check Social Security billing as well. But silver work ethic, she started in March. Liz Mency, Triple Crown winner. Nice job, Liz. And that's Liz's 14th. That's Liz's 14th week in a row over 25 hours of talk time. Liz is a worker. And rounding out this category, No Limit Banksters, NLB, coming in at 4,910 AP, 100% eCheck Social Security billing. If Liz has 14 weeks in a row over 25 hours, this young man has 22 weeks in a row over 25 hours. James Witty Gritty.
Great job, Witty Gritty.
Not a lot of enthusiasm this morning, but that's okay.
Great job, Willie, Witty.
Okay, moving up to the next level, the 5,000 level. Can a new agent at SLS sell over 5,000 AP for the week? The answer is yes. This is actually 5,000 to 6,500 AP. Like to single out 5 individuals. Let's start off with Region of Steel, 5,108 AP. It might be her first week selling. And let me see if I pronounce this right, Eric. Iphigenia Lindemann. Did I get that right, Eric, or not?
Pretty darn close. She goes by
Great
Effie. She goes by
job,
Effie. She goes by
Iphigenia.
Effie.
Let's go, Effie.
Effie, okay, Iphigenia.
Effie.
Effie, nice.
Great
Wait,
job, Effie.
is that her first week, Eric, or second week?
Sort of. It's her second technical week, but first real full week on the phone.
Good job. Good job, Effie. MMC coming in at 5,186 AP. Bronze work ethic, her 14th week in a row above 25 hours of talk time. She's a worker, just started in March. Tasha Hill.
Let's go, Tasha Hill. Great job.
Great job, Tasha.
Tasha.
Steel, Tina Polivka, started in May, coming in at 5,299 AP, 85% eCheck Social Security billing.
CP.
Currently number 9 in the Ultimate Challenge is what I show going into
Great
this week.
job.
Region of Steel, 5,510 AP, just started in April. Mercedes Watson, great new agent there.
Great job,
Let's go,
Mercedes.
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 Good job, Mercedes.
Salute you, Queen.
I don't know about you guys, but I'd keep an eye on Mercedes for the Ultimate Challenge the second 6 months. Am I
You know
reading
it.
that correctly, Eric, or not?
Absolutely 100%.
Okay. Region, I just wanted to warn everybody about Mercedes.
They're forewarned.
They're forward. And we're rounding out this category with a Triple Crown winner. Region of Steel coming in at 5,903 AP as the AP, 100%. eCheck Social Security billing. Silver work ethic, which means from 30 to 35 hours of talk time. She just started in May. And Triple Crown winner Shaka Wade.
Great job,
Let's go,
Shaka.
Great Shaka.
Khan. Shaka Khan.
Okay, future stars. Now we're moving up to the 6,500 level. Sold from 6,500 to 9,999 annualized premium. Like to single out 3 individuals. Let's start off. Region of Steel, 7,045 AP, 73% eCheck Social Security billing. He just started in May. Gabe Aguilar.
Let's go, Gabe.
Gabe's a young man. Here's
Good
another
job,
young
Gabe.
man. Another young man on the wild cards coming in at 7,126 AP. He has gold work ethic, 35 hours and 29 minutes. Gold is 35 to 40 hours of talk time. Just started in May. Langston Richardson.
You
Let's
go,
go,
Langston.
Langston.
Nice job, Langston.
EORC
Got it.
Langston.
Now, Nate, do we count Langston in for the Ultimate Challenge the second 6 months, or is he too new?
I think Langston is definitely a name that everybody's going to want to look at.
All right. Forewarned. Okay, rounding out this category. On the Quote Master, 7,498 AP, 92% eCheck Social Security billing. Just started in April. Therese Austin. Nice job, Therese.
Great job.
Okay, we're moving to SLS All-Stars, the 6,000 level, sold from 6,000 to 7,500 AP. And I like to single out 10 individuals. Let's start off with Stanley Williams, coming in at 5,500 AP, 88% eCheck Social Security billing. Nice job, Stanley.
Way to go, Stanley.
Good
Next
job,
up,
Stanley.
and I talk about workers, this young lady is definitely a worker. Great work ethic, old school, 26 weeks in a row, over 25 hours talk time. Very consistent. Bronze work ethic coming in at 5,609 AP. She started actually 5 years ago last month, June of 21, Vicky Pocious. Nice job.
Good job, Vicky.
Help us,
Good job,
Moses.
Vicky. Nice job, Vicky.
Go, Vicky. Let's go,
He
Vicky.
Pocious, full of focus.
I like that, full of focus, Pocious focus. I like that. 5,973 AP for Brian Stith. And guess Brian's E-Check Social Security billing percentage.
100%.
6,265 AP bronze work ethic for Rhonda Ashison. Nice job. Rhonda's a worker.
Here we go, Rhonda.
Yeah, Rhonda.
Great
Way
job,
to go,
Rhonda.
Rhonda.
Here's another worker, Triple Crown winner. 6,434. He's got the AP, 81% E-Check Social Security billing, bronze work ethic for Tremaine Reeves.
Great job, Tremaine.
Great job, Tremaine.
And how about Willie McPhelson coming in at 6,498 AP, 72% E-Check Social Security billing. Nice, solid week.
Go, Willie.
Good job, Willie.
Go, Willie.
You talk about work ethic. If you work 28 weeks in a row over 25 hours of talk time without missing a week, that gets you 25 weeks in a row without dipping below 5,000 AP. And that puts you number 12 in the Ultimate Challenge, 6,462 AP bronze work ethic, finishing her week off on a Sunday. No surprise there. Monica Henderson.
Let's go, Monica.
Good job, job, Monica. Monica.
Good job, Monica.
We have 3 agents in a row, starting with Monica, that finished their week off on a Sunday. This young man finishing his week off yesterday as well, 6,480 AP for Big John Dixon.
Great job, Big John.
Dixon.
Great
Good
job.
Go, John.
7,178 AP, finishing his week off on a Sunday. Alex E-Check Johnson, wondering how he did with E-Check Social Security billing. He did 91%. You don't
Let's
mess around
go,
with
Great
that.
job, Alex.
And finishing his week off, not on a Sunday, but finishing his first 6 months off with a pretty darn solid week. We call him the boy next door. We met Mark Donahue in April of 06. So we met, think about that, Grant. We met Mark, what's that, 20 years and 3 months ago. 20 years. I've known Mark Donahue for 20 years and 3 months. And I think this will be our 20th convention we were on together. 7,400 Mark, silver work ethic, super week, Mark Donahue.
Let's
Great
go.
job, Mr.
Legend.
Donahue.
SLS All-Stars, the 7,500 level, sold from 7,500 to 9,999. Let's start off with a man that had 100% E-Check Social Security billing, 7,590 AP. Good job, Forrest Gibson.
Great job.
Good for
Great
Good
job,
job,
Oh, man.
Forrest.
Run.
Forrest, way to
Job,
work,
Forrest.
Forrest. Way to work.
He's been running. Run, Forrest, run. I think he's going to run the whole 6 months, James. I think he's going to go 26 weeks in a row. Okay. We met this young lady July of 2019. Emma Daniel coming in with 7,903
Let's go, Emma.
AP,
Good
72% E-Check Social Security. Emma Daniel.
Good
Nice
job,
work,
Emma.
Emma D.
Let's go, Emma
Way to
Daniel.
go.
Emma's been here a long time, since July. Emma, this is your anniversary, actually. 7-year anniversary this month. Let's hear it for Emma Daniel.
Great
Way to
job,
go,
Emma.
Emma.
7 years.
Congrats.
No more
Congrats.
suspension.
Go, Emma.
God bless
Staying
you.
power. Staying power.
Well, Emma's been here 7 years. Emma's been here 7 years. This young lady's been here 19 years. 19 years. March of 07. Currently number 6 in the Ultimate Challenge, coming in with 8,017 AP. Yvonne Stewart.
Yvonne Stewart.
Let's
Queen.
go,
Great
Yvonne.
job,
Yvonne.
Yvonne.
Good job, Yvonne.
And finishing her week off, finishing her first 6 months off solidly, coming in at 8,212. We lost the new bill this 6 months, Victoria Lincheski.
BB.
Great job.
BB.
Good job,
Way to go.
Victoria.
Great job, Victoria.
Presidential performers. It was exciting. We have 7 presidential performers for the week that sold over 10,000. 3 of them are brand new, by the way. So if you're new, you can absolutely. Here's a new one. Let's start off right now. Regina Steel coming in at 10,042 AP, 72% each Social Security billing. Actually, she's a rehire. She had the nerve to leave SLS, but she came back. Just came back. Tasha Shannon.
Great job, Tasha.
Go, Tasha.
Go, let's go.
Or Eric, that's Tasha, correct?
Yes, sir.
I said Tasha. Tasha Shannon. Tim Tasha. Okay, good to have you back, Tasha. Okay, with her number 14 in the Ultimate Challenge, her 6th week in a row, over 10,000 AP. I challenge everybody on this call to have 6+ weeks in a row over 10,000 starting this week. She just started in August of last year, so she's still in her first year. 10,066 AP out of the wild cards. India Faison. How about that, Matt?
Yeah.
Fierce
Fierce
Faison.
Faison.
Salute
Yeah.
you, queen.
India.
Fire, girl. Fire, fire.
I'm surprised Matt hasn't given India a nickname yet.
Oh, she has fear,
has
known
a
as
fear.
Fierce Faison.
Fierce Faison. Okay, good. I don't know if this young man has a nickname yet. He's even newer than India. He just started in March.
But if it's not true to size, I'm
Triple Crown winner, 10,152. He's got the AP. Each Social Security billing at 85%. Silver plus work ethic. That means it's got to be right around 34+ hours of talk time. Just started in March. Seems like he's been here forever. He's been here about 4 months. Currently number 7 in the Ultimate Challenge. I wonder if he moved up a peg or two with this performance. Triple Crown winner out of the wild cards, Omari McClendon.
Let's go,
Omari.
Thanks, guys. Thank
Good
you
job, Omar.
very much. Thank
Big closeout season.
Hey, let's go, my guy. Good job.
He was 7. I wonder where he'll finish. Okay, here we go, Eric. Here we go. Regina Steel.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Regina
Oh boy.
Steel coming in at 12,232 AP. He thought we made a mistake when I told him it was 97% each Social Security billing. Then he later agreed with me. He started in April of 23. When I met him, I called him Newman, and he corrected me. His name is Niall No Breaks Newman.
Newman.
Great job. No
Let's
break.
go
Go
now.
Breaks. Let's go.
He's a Newman.
All gas.
No breaks. Coming in at 13,393 AP. He started in January. He's currently number 10 in the Ultimate Challenge out of the wild cards. I wonder if he moved up a
you.
peg or two,
ODB.
Nathan, with this performance. I wonder if he moved up from 10 to a higher slot based on 13,000 plus. Desmond Boone.
DB.
Let's
go,
Desmond
Desmond.
Boone. What they know about
Desmond.
DB out of Tampa, Florida.
That's how you finish.
Okay, those are the agents over 10,000. We don't have any agents this week, unfortunately, over 15,000. But we have 2 agents over 20,000. 2 agents. No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't have any agents over 20,000. None over 15. None over 20. We have 2 agents over 30,000.
Oh my God.
Hot dogs. I'm in the city.
Wonder who they could be.
No, I'm gonna have to ask some of the veteran people at SLS like Henry and James and Grant. Do you guys ever remember us having? Maybe we did it once before. Did we ever have 2 agents over 30,000 in 1 week?
I only recall one time years ago.
We did it once. Okay, happened. Oh.
Wow. That's excellent.
And this was the top 2 agents in the Ultimate Challenge. And you talk about tooth and nail, battling it out. I don't know who. I know who won the week, reported, but I don't know who won the Ultimate Challenge. Nobody will for a couple of weeks. But listen to this. Coming in with 33,786 AP. That's 33,786 AP. She started the week number 2 in the Ultimate Challenge. She's, of course, worked Sunday. She worked yesterday. 57 weeks in a row. Think about that. Over 5,000 AP. 22 weeks in a row. This is mind-boggling. 22 weeks in a row over 10,000 AP. Let that sink in.
Wow.
And that's because she has 12 weeks in a row over 25 hours of talk time, her 38 hours and 34 minutes of talk time, her sixth time over 20,000, her first time, I believe, over 30,000. Correct me if I'm wrong. She started in October of 24, been here about a year and 9 months. Let's hear it for Molly Jones.
Great job, Miss
Molly,
Molly.
let's go, Molly.
Yeah,
Woo!
Molly.
Great
Good job,
job.
Molly.
Yeah.
Mad props.
Outstanding performance.
What an effort. What an effort. All right. I hope he's on the call. I don't know if he is, James.
I'm here. Tired
All
as
right.
can be.
All right. If Molly came in at 33,786, Josh came in at 34,715. Again, this doesn't decide the ultimate challenge. This just decided the week.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Let's see if this is Josh's fifth week, if I'm correct, Josh, over 20,000. I believe it's his first week over 30,000. In the last 3 weeks, let this sink in. In the last 3 weeks, Josh has written 86,000.
Wow.
And
Gooka
if you divide that by 3, that comes out to 28 to 29,000 a week.
Awesome.
For the last average.
Josh
for the last,
Wow, Josh.
so he averaged 28 to 29,000 a week for the last
Ring
3
the
weeks.
bell.
Silver work ethic. Again, he started in February of 19, so he's a vet. He's been here about 7 years. Triple Crown winner. Out of the wild cards. Ring the bell for Josh Bell.
Let's go,
Awesome,
Josh
Josh.
My Lord.
Great job, Josh.
Thank you
You
guys.
can do it. You deserve.
Thank you so much. All right, now I can go back to sleep, Rory.
No. For a personal challenge for Josh, now that we know he can write 28, 29,000 a week. I'm not going to, don't worry, I won't kill you here, Josh. Personal challenge for Josh, 10,000 a week for the next 26 weeks should be no problem. Who
All right,
thinks
first-
Josh can do 10,000 a week for the next 26 weeks?
Go, Josh. You got
Yes.
this.
Sure.
All right,
Josh,
thank you
no-
guys.
Josh.
No pressure. You're 1099. You can do whatever you want to do, but I have confidence in you.
First sleep, then maybe a little bit of vacation.
All righty. Henry, before I turn it over to you, I'd like to make a comment, and it might go well with the contest we're going to run today. When you think about it, we will have a few agents in the agency. You know, a lot of people want to make 100 grand, right? I mean, who on the call doesn't want to make 100,000? I mean, nobody. You guys all want to make 100,000. We have several people on the call, several people that do make over 100,000. But in the next 6 months, this is the first day of the second 6 months. Everybody right now on the Ultimate Challenge is tied for first place. You're all on zero. There's not anybody on the call that's $1 ahead of anybody else. We will have agents, Henry.
Yeah, I just need to return.
We will have agents that make 100,000 just in the next 6 months. So I'd like to challenge everybody to have 26 solid weeks in a row, and let's see how much money. You can't make 100,000 to 6 months. Let's see how much money you can make, and maybe this contest, Henry, will point us in the right direction. Back to Henry.
Give it up one more time for Rory Dougherty.
Thank you, Rory.
Thanks, Rory.
Thanks,
Thank
Rory.
you.
Let's go, Doc.
Excellent
Appreciate-
job.
Appreciate the effort this first 6 months, guys. And I think we are going to blow the roof off SLS in the second 6 months. What do you think, Henry?
I agree. And Rory brings up a very good point about how much folks are making and how much folks are going to make. If you look in your weekly reports, there's an activity report and it shows your dials and your talk time and your AEP. And in the far right column, it shows how much money you've made year to date. So next week, you will have all of the first 6 months of the year recorded on that 26-week report. It goes back 26 weeks. You're going to see a number in the bottom right, and that's how much you've made in commission. Now, it's not how much money you've made in total, because if you add in your wheel spins and if you add in any money you may have made in the Ultimate Challenge in January or bonuses or contests or whatever, That's extra. You have to go in your checking account to find that. But just in commissions, many have made 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, and those numbers are not exaggerations. It's over there to the right. So if they did the exact same thing the next 6 months, multiply that number times 2, and that's how much they make in first year commissions or advanced commission. Then as the months proceed, they start picking up other money coming in from renewals and all that good stuff. So many are going to make 150 to 200,000 advanced commission, and they got another 50 to 100,000 waiting on them on the back end in commissions. Now you might say, well, I don't, right? I don't have that. I can't spend their money. Well, you can't, but you do have control over the next 6 months. You have control over each week, making that number bigger and bigger so that you can have success. Now, some of you, your eyebrows are probably up in the sky right now because you're looking at your number in the bottom right-hand corner and you're like, I'm not making anywhere near that. Something that can change that is to make sure you're paying attention not just to production. Some of us are paying attention to production, and production is important because it will help you win the Ultimate Challenge, and it will help you go to Cabo, and it will help you to get your commission level advanced. It's got a bunch of benefits. But if you're trying to pay your mortgage next month or next week, you need to make sure you're paying attention to what you are writing. So some of you guys will get together and compare notes with one another. What was your check? I don't know. What was your check? What was your AP? 10,000. What was your? I only made this. I only made that. If you ever look at your AP and you say, I only made this or I only made that, and you're dissatisfied with the number, there's no conspiracy. Some people think there's a conspiracy. Like they just out to get me. They're ripping me off. They're taking my money. You're ripping yourself off. You want to know why? If you have a bunch of AP and you don't have a lot of money week to week, you're ripping yourself off. Does anybody know what's wrong? Yeah, man, I'm writing 10,000, 7,000, 6,000, but I'm not making any money. Anybody know what you're doing wrong? I'll tell you.
The type of business you're running.
Use the type of business, the carrier,
Yeah, how you're getting setting up the payment.
Gerber.
Social Security billing.
Exactly. All right, you're gonna make. We were.
Direct Express.
Oh yes, all that stuff. It's like you're writing Gerber, Sika, things that have 6-month advances. You're writing Direct Express, which gets paid to your account. You're writing business and you're getting FISAP, so you're not fixing it. So yeah, it got processed, but home office came back and said, we're missing this, we're missing that. You got to fix this, you got to fix that. So we have no, keep in mind, just so you guys understand this, your check and what we get paid, there's a direct correlation. So your coaches, the executive team, everybody, if you make $100, there's no secret pot of money that we're able to go into. Our check is based off of your check, not just your AP. So if you're getting a 6-month advance, we're getting a 6-month advance. If you're writing bad business, we're eating that bad business too. So we want you to write top carriers and get big checks. The bigger your check, the bigger our check is. If you're broke, we're broke. And I don't like being broke. So if you ever look to yourself and you're like, man, I'm not making any money, trust me. If 200 people weren't making any money, how many people would be in our agency right now?
0.
Nobody. So it can't. So when you look at your check, like I bet everybody's check looks like this. And then you call your buddy, and both of you guys have a bad check. You're like, I bet everybody's check is bad. No, everybody's check is yours is, and your buddy. Probably because you talk too much. You guys probably you probably are exchanging bad habits because you talk too much. So your 2 checks are bad. But everybody's check is not bad. So if you want to step over to the light, all right, and start getting some big money, make sure you're paying attention to what you're writing, how you're writing it. We'll talk a little bit more about that tomorrow.
Henry, can I give a tip on that?
Sure.
You guys do whatever you want to do. There's on fixing a FISAP for those new people. That means you get this email from the home office. We call them FISAPs. And it's basically you wrote a case, you submitted it, something needs fixed. And there's a lot of different theories and systems on when to do FISAPs, like every Monday morning or every Wednesday afternoon. You know when I fix FISAPs? The minute I get it. I get an email. I worked hard to get that case. I'm on the phone with that customer trying to get the banking or whatever fixed the moment I get it in. I just wanted to say that, Henry.
Absolutely.
And I've done that for years and years and years when I was selling.
And Rory is correct. Jump on it, get it out the way. You can't really focus on new business. Your attention is not going to be fully on acquiring new business when you got all this drama. Wait, bankers, knock it out, get it done. Strike the iron while it's hot, get your business correct. So today, when you guys are making sales, I want you to focus not just on making sales, but are you making the best sale you can make? If the client only qualifies for Gerber, then give them Gerber because a sale is better than no sale. If the client cannot do Social Security billing, cannot do e-check, and they got to do D1P, you got some good reason to do D1P, do D1P because a sale is better than no sale. If the client has no other means of payment, absolutely no other means of payment except Direct Express, do Direct Express because a sale is better than no sale. But just understand that's bonus. When you write stuff like that, don't count it mentally and emotionally. I wrote $5,000 with AP. You're not going to get paid on it. Don't count it. It's just bonus. You will get paid eventually, but you can't count on that to pay your car note next week. So anytime you're not writing Social Security billing with a primary carrier, yes, it's great. It's going to help you. You're going to get paid eventually, but you can't keep saying to yourself, why am I writing this business and not getting paid? It's because of what you're writing and how you're writing it. Make sense? So today, take this formula into the phones with you or take this formula into the field and write as much business as you can. But in order to write as much business as you can and write the best carrier that you can and write the best payment method that you can, it takes talk time. So some of you, if you were paying attention to your GroupMe threads, you saw a contest that was promoted yesterday and is going to be unleashed today. Tomorrow we will be here, same bat time, same bat channel, and we'll be spinning a wheel. We're going to spin that wheel 7 times, and if it lands on your name, oh boy, you're going to be happy. Because the only way that wheel can land on your name is you have to have at least how many hours of talk time? Who knows? You got to have this many hours of talk time.
5 hours.
Takes 5 to stay alive. So if you've got 5 hours of talk time, at least, then you're going to get your name on that wheel 1 time. That gives you 1 chance to win. However, if you have between 6 and 7 hours of talk time, who knows how many chances to win you have on that wheel? If you were reading that notice, 2 chances to win. Aisha's like the contest master right now. She's getting all the answers right so far. Yes, you have 2 chances. What if you want 3 chances to win tomorrow on the spin of power? Who knows? There we go. Now Alec has jumping in there. You need at least 7 hours of talk time. You're going to get 3 chances to win. So the goal is to get your name on that wheel at least 1 time, but definitely 3. So you got 3 shots to win. Wheel goes round and round. Lands on your name. You got at least 5 hours of talk time, and you wrote a sale of any size, right? So you got something between no sale, you got talk time, all the way up to $999 of annualized premium. Wheel lands on your name. Who knows how much money you get? Cash money, not multiplied times your 13-week percentage. Anybody know? I got at least 5 hours talk time. Wheel goes on around, lands on my name. I got between $0 and $999 annualized premium. Anybody know how much money I get?
$50.
That is correct. 50 smackaroos. It's hard to win a contest if you don't understand the contest at the same time. Sometimes you're like, I'm just going to do my best and land where I land. But it's good to be motivated if you know how it works. So now the wheel goes around, lands on your name. You can't get on the wheel unless you have 5 hours of talk time, but you got a little more AP. You've got between $1,000 and $2,499 annualized premium. Wheel lands on your name. How much do you get?
$100.
100.
Wheel goes around. You've got between $2,500 and $4,999 annualized premium. Wheel lands on your name. How much do you get?
$150.
Chakalaka. Wheel goes around, lands on your name. You got at least $5,000 annualized premium, and you've got $200 in your pocket on top of the tremendous commissions you've earned. Trick question. You've got 4 hours of talk time, but you have $10,000 of annualized premium. Wheel goes round and round. Can it land on your name?
No.
No, because you have to have at least 5 hours of talk time to get on the wheel. So you could have $20,000 of annualized premium and more. Oh, happy day. Next week when you get your check, you're going to get a bunch of money. But this contest is rewarding work ethic, and it's rewarding people that grind it out and people that are going to say, you know what, I'm not getting off this phone until I have the maximum amount of premium and the maximum amount of talk time. That's why somebody's going to be real happy, because we're going to spin that wheel 7 times for regular spins. But then we're going to have one more spin called the power spin, because that power spin has a 2 $250 award attached to it.
Times the quality percent, Henry, or not?
No, sir. This is not times the quality percent. This is straight up cash paid in your pocket. It's going to be huge, huge. $250 will go turn around. If you have no sale at all, or a sale between that and $999, it's worth $250 in your pocket. However, it follows the same chart, same scale as the regular spins. So you can win up to $1,000 based on how much premium you have. 0 to 1,000, 1,000, 2,500, 2,500 to 5,000, or 5,000 plus. If you had at least 5 hours of talk time and at least $5,000 of annualized premium, the 250 is multiplied times 4, and you'd walk away with a cool $1,000 on top of anything you won in the first 7 spins, on top of anything you get in commission, on top of anything that it positions you in the strongest link contest. So I guess the question becomes, who's in the mood to have an extra $1,000 when you wake up tomorrow? Make some noise if you are.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yes,
Well, now-
sir.
Well, now you have something to talk to your buddies about. Instead of talking about how much did you make? I don't know. How much did you make? Talk about getting your talk time so that you can make sure you have some sales, make sure you have a big old check, because the most important contest is your commission check. But it wouldn't be bad to have an extra 1,000 smackaroos in your pocket tomorrow. There's only one way to do it. You can't waste time. You can't lollygag. You can't procrastinate. No shenanigans. You got to get off of this call and you have to get onto the phone, and then you have to stay on the phone. You will have adversity today. Somebody's going to make you upset. Client's going to say something mean to you. Somebody's going to not want to give you their social security number. You're going to get to an argument with your significant other. One of your kids is going to act up. Something's going to happen, and it's going to throw you off. And your brain's going to say, oh, you know what? Just this day is for the birds. Let me quit and try again tomorrow. Turn off that voice in your head. Turn on the voice that says, we don't stop, we don't quit. We're too legit to quit. Turn on your Hammer voice. Turn on your too legit to quit MC Hammer voice, and don't stop until you have achieved your goal. If you're not motivated yet, there's only one thing I can think of to get you going, and that is the Monday motivator himself. We have to keep him hydrated so he doesn't spontaneously combust. We can only hope. Okay, he's grabbing the water jug. He's grabbing the water jug. He's safe. He's safe. We don't want the building to burn down. Give it up. The louder you are, the better he gets. Make some noise for Mr. Grant.
Hey, Grant.
Thanks, Henry. Hey, Grant. Let's go.
Morning, Greg.
Grant.
Happy Monday.
Thank you,
Grant.
You got this, Grant. You got this.
Ooh. SLS Nation, how we doing? Happy Monday. It is a happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Yes.
Happy Fast Start Monday. It's a great day. You know what? It's a great day to have a great day. Wonderful day. Hopefully you had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Happy 250th year birthday to us, too. Really, really good stuff. Really good stuff on the call. I'm excited. Look, I mean, I know we say it every week, but I mean, who here is actually ready to have a really big week this week? Because we really need one. We really need a really big.
Let's do it.
Ready for a big week. Yes, I am.
And you know what? I'm hearing Josh Bell and others put up some video game numbers. You know, it's like we say video game numbers because they're just kind of unheard of when I'm seeing this. But it also should encourage you. It should not discourage you. It should encourage you because it's possible. And I saw Josh when he came in and where he is now. And, you know, talk about a guy who's built his skills. You know, he's got a lot of tools in the toolbox. Every single person on this call can do it at a high level. You just have to hone in. You have to hone in on the things that we teach you here. Don't let any bad thoughts come in to think things are unnecessary, or don't think you're going to come in here thinking, I'm just going to do things the way I want to do them or I'm used to doing them. We have to all grow together and do positive things together. And you will see that. And watch those mute buttons if you can. Thank you. So I always say, good morning, champions. You ready to play like a champion today? It's a great day. The sun is shining, but rain or shine, you know, it doesn't matter. We're doing the thing. We're making the donuts. It's ready to show up, grow up, and deliver today. No excuses. We are not letting anything disrupt our big week. Remember to put your time towards the things that matter today, right? So good morning, champions. What time is it? Man, you already know it is game time, baby. It is game time. What time is it? Yes. And so what time is it exactly? It is week. So this is a special week because it's week 27 of 52 in the year 2026. 26 weeks down, 26 weeks to go. We're at the halfway point. It's the first week of the third quarter. 181 SLS calendar days left to write business. The year's 50% over, just over 50% over, almost 51% over. And it's 10 days until Nizook. James said I need to get a new countdown. I'm getting nervous because I got to think of a new countdown for y'all. But 10 days till Nizook. So, yeah, TGIM. Thank God it's Monday. We do not dread Mondays. Get that out of your head. Oh, it's a Monday. Thank God it's a Monday. It's the start of a new week. It's a clean slate, fresh start to another amazing week. We got the paintbrush. We got a blank canvas. Everyone's at 0. Isn't that awesome? So everyone's at 0. This is fantastic. It's a new day. It's a new week. Thank God for new challenges. Why, Grant? Because they make you stronger and they lead to new opportunities. Who here wants opportunity? Come on. And then, come on. New success, new growth. New success, new growth. That's going to mean new money too and new people to help, right? So reset. If you haven't hit the reset button, you should have, but hit the reset button, realign. What's that mean? Realign with what's important to you. Realign with your core values. Realign with money-making activities and refocus. Focus is a very important thing. We need to focus on the things that matter. Let your time go to things that matter, the things of value, the things that are priorities in your life, and that will sustain you and you will gain momentum. Right? Don't stay stuck on the runway, on the tarmac. Don't stay stuck in first gear. It's time, like Ricky Bobby said, I just want to go fast. It's time to go fast, and it's time to go fast in the right direction. And hopefully you're rested, rejuvenated, and you're ready to attack your week. You have to attack your week, James. You got to pounce on that like a jungle cat, like I always say. And last week, we talked about finishing strong and planning for the second half. Well, guess what? Newsflash. It is the second half right now, and it is not just time to think about it. I talked about in PTF this morning. We had a great PTF meeting this morning. And talked about, like, since Monday slipped the switch, Sunday we get prepared. Like, in the weekend we spend to get prepared. It's like, the World Cup's going on, right? All the soccer stuff. And it's like Monday morning is like the whistle blows and you're in the game. It's like Monday shouldn't be like the whistle blows, you're in the game. It's not like, hold on, let me stretch. Hold on, let me let me get ready for you're in the game. Right now, we're in the game like EA Sports, right? So we got to get ready. What are we going to do? I want to talk in just a moment, but what are you going to do different for this second half? I don't care if you had an amazing first half or not so amazing first half. What are you going to do differently? We have to recalibrate and we have to make adjustments. So if you want to not just sustain the success, we want increase. Everyone say increase where you are. Anyone want some increase? Increase. It's not a greed thing.
Increase.
You want better for yourself. You want increase. You want to do better. In this business, it's not about sustaining, la, 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 la. We're going to just sustain the whole time. We want to get better. We're going to grow in every way, and that's going to grow your money, okay? It starts with us. Starts with you. It starts with me. It starts with us. What are we going to do to make the changes necessary to keep an upward trajectory of growth, of mindset, of good things in your life, and obviously of income, right? So we want to grow passive income in this business, which is what we want, and we want to grow that at an increasing rate. And to do that, we have to work on ourselves. Oh man, I got to do all this uncomfortable stuff. Yes, we got to be truthful and honest with ourselves, and we got to do the things necessary in order to build that. I said this morning in the PTF, look, it's going to be work. There's no shortcut for doing the work. There's no show hopefully there's no one on this call that's like, well, I want to be 1099 so I can kind of get away with what I want to do and do it my way and do it this way and just not change a thing. You won't grow that way. You won't get better that way. So we have to continue to challenge ourselves to grow up here, grow our skill sets, and do the things that we don't want to do. We still have to have a schedule. How many of you know, even though you're 1099, even though you're remote, you still want to have a success schedule? You want to have, a good routine, a good discipline. You need to have that. You need to have structure within an unstructured environment. And you have to do that in a way that's very disciplined if you want to build winning ways. I didn't say you're required to do it. I didn't say you have to do it. But if you want to be successful, that's a prerequisite in this business. So what are we going to do different to ensure success and to increase results? Everyone want to ensure success and increase results? This second half, come on. You better say amen. You're going to say, oh my.
Amen.
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 I feel like I'm cooking in the kitchen. Come on, baby, where's my chef hat? Where's my wooden spoon? Okay, so are we really willing to do this? You better be willing, okay? You got to be willing to do it for you, do it for your family, but do it for yourself. So you should be excited about your goals and targets. Should you be excited about your goals and your targets and the things you want in your life, yes or no?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Come on, I need and put something in the chat. Let's get this chatter going. So you should be excited about your goals and targets. Now, goals and targets, I like targets. I like the word because it's like I always think of a bow and arrow and like you're shooting at a bullseye. Like you're not shooting just I'm not just firing random arrows. I'm shooting at a bullseye. I'm shooting at a target. That means I have a specific place I'm looking for and I'm trying to pinpoint that and hit it exactly. That's a bullseye. Now, you should have a daily target. Who here has daily targets? Somebody? Anybody? Hopefully you do. Who here has weekly targets?
Yes.
So you have daily targets, weekly targets, monthly targets, end of year goals and targets. This is the time to do that. It's not wasted time. We waste enough time doing silly things. So take time, white tabling it, take a piece of paper and literally just write out your daily, weekly, monthly, end of year goals. When you put this stuff out in the atmosphere, you're sending your brain a message because your brain's confused with all the stuff that's going on and stuff you watch and phones and social media. So we have to say, hey, this is what I'm doing. Hone it back in and say, this is what I'm doing on a daily basis. When you have winning days, you have winning weeks, right? And you get good paychecks. When you have winning weeks, you have winning months. It's even a better paycheck. When you have winning months, you have a good 6 months. You're going to place in the Ultimate Challenge. You're going to qualify for the trip to Cabo. Like these are all big things, but start with the daily, and they start with the things that we're going to talk about today. So do you have so goals and targets are important. Specific routine. You should write down your goals. You should write out your schedule. Everyone has the schedule template that I created, and I hope well, I'm not saying I created, but I mean, it's a resource I created to give to everybody, and you have it in your email. If you don't have it, your coach should have it. It should be in your email. Look it up. It was emailed to you several times. If you're new, at least once. So hit your daily activity targets. What are you going to do different? Hit your activity targets. Activity is everything in this business. We know. Why don't we hit activity targets? There's many reasons, but a lot of it is distractions. We don't trim the fat and squeeze the fat out of our day. Each day of ours has fat in it. We call it fat. Like it's low value activity, stuff that doesn't pay you, it doesn't grow you, it's not a priority for you. We have to squeeze that fat out of the day and make sure our day has the stuff that matters. And the biggest high value activity for us is going to be talk time itself. Right, that is the thing that puts money directly in your pocket, but it's not just activity. If you only did activity with zero things to grow your skill set or anything like that, you wouldn't get any better. You wouldn't get much better. You'd get it from the experience, but you wouldn't build your skills. We have to.
Sir, I need to see the size of your fish. Now, before I show you.
Fish. Oh, size of your fish. Okay, we got a mute button there.
Let's
go. Hopefully it's a good one. But hit your daily activity targets. Now, how do we do that? First off, schedule. We talked about schedule. You should sleep. Sleep schedule is important. Go to sleep at a certain time, wake up at a certain time, build a routine. I had a great teacher in showing me how to build a routine. His name is Rory Doherty. He talk about a creature of habit. If that were a word in the dictionary, his face would be next to it. He knows how to build a routine and know how to do that every single day. He dropped me off at school I remember way a long time ago, he dropped me off at school early, and I was the first one there. And they dropped me off at like the same, within a 4-minute span every single day. It was like all the time. He had a coffee, he had his jacket, he laid it. He had a complete routine, but that has to do with this. I know he'll tell you that's why he's been successful. Sleep schedule, eliminate cell phone use and distractions during call times. The phone should be a reward for you. I'm not saying never use your phone, but don't, while you're on the phone, you want to have 100% attention on all your clients. Put the phone, if you can't control it, which many of us can't, put it in the other room, have it charged, and guess what? When it's break time or lunchtime or after work, you'll have some messages to get back to, and it'll become something you look forward to, not something that you're just doing all the time, okay? Just trust me on that one. It's a big one. Now, part 1 and part 2 of your day. Now, this is a method that works for a lot of people. Okay, breaking your day into 2 parts. Now, you should have daily expectations. Anyone have daily expectations for yourself? Yes, daily expectations. So we talked about this in Permission to Fire today. And one thing that, and even from James and I, from when we started, there's 2 ways you can look at this. You could look at it from a production perspective or an activity perspective. Okay. So for me, I personally, and it just depends on how you are, you know, like I looked at things from a production perspective because I knew the activity would come that way. And other people are literally vice versa. But I would say, hey, my goal is to get 1,000 AP by the time I eat lunch. Like that was my goal. I want money. So I like lunch. So I better make sure I get my 1,000 AP, right? And then part 2 of the day was hit another 1,000 AP before the end of day. Always trying to make the last call a sale. Well, how do I know the last call is going to be a sale? Because you go until the last call is a sale, right? That's the mindset we build. Or you go through activity by saying part 1, by lunch, I need to have 3+ hours of talk time minimum. And then before end of day, I have another part 2. I have another 3 hours plus of talk time, which will give me at least 6 hours plus of talk time, always overshooting your goal. Always over. If your goal is 5 hours, you need to shoot for 6. If your goal is 6, you need to shoot for 7, and vice versa. I mean, not vice versa, and et cetera, et cetera. So that's what we should have. But trust me, when you gamify that and you hold that boundary, you hold that standard, that's a non-negotiable for you. The results will follow, and the money will follow. Okay. So what do we want? What kind of mindset do we want? We want a string in a day mindset. Does anyone here feel like they have a string in a day mindset right now? That means 2,500 AP in a day. That should be your mindset, right? Is that anybody? Or is that, I see one hand clap emoji. Is that anybody? Come on, I need something here. Y'all y'all sleep?
Woo, woo, woo.
Me.
So, string in a day mindset.
Woo.
String in a day mindset. So that's holding a standard, right? Because put yourself in a position to hit string every day. It won't happen every day, but you need to put yourself in the mind. Well, not if you're Josh Bell, maybe, but if you put your mindset at string in a day, that again, it's where you set the bar. Everyone sets the bar different. The winners in this, here at SLS, they set the bar high, right? Is anyone here a high bar setter? Set the bar, like set an expectation. It's not like, oh, I don't have the expectations because I don't want to be let down. I don't like that. Like you should have an expectation on what you do, of your controllables, right? Have an expectation. If you don't want to be let down by the AP, then have an expectation for talk time. You can certainly control that. Because if I'm focused, I have a good attitude and mindset and enthusiasm on the phone, and I'm smiling while I dial, and I'm trying to help every person I talk to. If I hit this amount of activity, the sales are going to come. Okay? So things that matter, I'm going to leave you with things that matter in the second half. Are ready? I'm going to kind of rapid fire this stuff. Right? You can write these down, but pay attention to these. Look, some of you, someone's talking about fish before, pay attention. Pay attention to this. Things that matter. Number 1 is your mindset. No particular order. Mindset. Having the right mindset, right? Having the whatever it takes mindset. So, what's the requirement? There's no requirement. You're your own boss. But do you want to be successful? These are things you got to do. Have the right mindset. Number 2, have the right attitude, right? Have a winning attitude. Have a fast start Monday mindset, right? Be in the ready position. Don't let things catch you off guard. Write things down. Number 3, vision and clarity. Vision and clarity. How do we cast a vision for what you want the rest of this year? Have a clarity. How do we have clarity? By writing things down. Write things down. Write out your goals. Post it for your peers. Just randomly do it. You're not showing off. Just do it. Other people will follow. Blaze the trail. Number 4, discipline, structure, and schedule. How many of you know you need to have discipline and structure in this business if you want to do it at a high level and do it over time? You want to have good discipline, structure, and schedule. Number 5, eliminate distractions. We want to eliminate distractions. Biggest one is always going to be the phone, but there's other things. Think about it, you're working from home, and it's great and everything, but you have distractions, right? There's people, there's the TV, there's music, there's the fridge in the pantry, there is, just getting up. Well, I need to walk around. I need to do just let the work be work, and then my dad always said, when you're at work, work. When you're not at work, do other things. But when you're at work, work, right? So get into that mindset. Number The 6th, Fast Start Mondays. Get excited. This is why you got to get excited and fired up on Mondays, because it's an opportunity to create and get off on the right foot and be at the top of the leaderboard. By the way, you want to be at the top of the leaderboard, show out a little bit. But Fast Start Mondays lead to big weeks. Big Mondays equals big weeks. So 6 is Fast Start Mondays. 7, finishing strong. So we start strong, we start fast, and we finish strong. Finish your day strong, and every day with a sale, try to, and finish the week strong. Do not take your foot off the gas pedal at the end of the week. Sometimes I did that early on, I'm not going to lie, but you learn to finish strong, and then you'll feel good. We take the action, and we feel good later. We act our way to feeling. Now, number 8 is building skills. That's huge. How are you getting better? You learn naturally, a natural learning curve, but how are you getting better? Is your camera on right now? Do you take notes on the trainings, and are you learning from your coaches? Things like that. Building skills. Are you still utilizing SLSU? Do you use the resources that you have? Use them. We literally give them to you freely. So use that. Well, I guess we take it for granted sometimes, Dad. Number 9 is accountability. Are you have some accountability by, you could put the picture of Cabo on the fridge and tell your significant other or your family, this is where we're going. That keeps you accountable. Tell your coach what your goals are. Post in the group. That's accountability. Put yourself out there. You can post your goals publicly. There's lots of ways to have accountability. Join Permission to Fire. That's accountability. I would love to have you. Just come and join. It's not scary, right? Have accountability. If I told you the more accountability you have, the more success and money you'll make. The success you'll have and the more money you'll make, would you have more of it? Absolutely, because it holds your feet to the fire. So accountability is huge. Number 10, asking for help when needed. Don't be prideful. Ask for help when you need it. Ask your coach. But if you're going to ask your coach for help and do that, make sure you're putting in the work, right? The coach is more likely to work with you in detail when you are in your activities where it needs to be. Number 11 is overshooting the goal. Overshoot your goal. We talked about that. Number 12 is a high standard and raise the bar. Your standard should be high here, raise the bar, and have an expectation for that. And 13 are non-negotiables. You should have certain non-negotiables, and you should write them down. What are your non-negotiables? Things that you will not give way on. What you need to do in a day, in a week to be successful. You need to have certain talk time non-negotiables, certain non-negotiables before you stop for the day, stop for the week, and things that you're going to do on a regular and daily basis. Building that discipline and building those winning ways, that's so important. So look, if you're going to be obsessive, I don't like the word obsessed, so that's why I put it in these little air quotes, but become obsessed with building your skills and routine. If you build your skills and you build the routine, the mindset's going to come. Have a good attitude, have a smile on your face. Good things are going to happen. Have some patience. Rome wasn't built in a day if you're brand new, but just trust me, just follow the path. We put you on a track to win. Okay, good. So no excuses. When we say NURC, that means no excuses. We replace excuses with the truth. Please just hear my heart on this. Okay, I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm just sharing things with you. But don't have excuses for everything. Replace excuses with the truth. It's so much easier. Just be honest about it. Take ownership, accountability for it, and you can really have an NEORC mindset. No excuses, only results count. And the whatever it takes mindset is not like, it's the opposite from the 9 to 5 mindset. It's not that, oh, it's 5 o'clock, I'm going to stop, or it's this and that. Maybe you have a time constraint to pick up the kids or do something, but we have a whatever it takes mindset here, okay? And we do whatever it takes. We do the work, we do whatever it takes in order to get the job done. That's how we execute and do it day in and day out. See, we want to get, it's like, remember the gold star from the teacher? Every single day you want to get your gold star. You want to get your activity gold star or get your production gold star every single day. It's like if we had a big calendar on the wall and you get to put your gold star up there when you had a winning day. If you do that every single day, you will be on a rocket ship of growth. You will absolutely be where you want to be, and it only gets better from there. But the thing is that when you don't have the right routine, when you don't write down your goals, when you don't have a schedule, things are like this, and we don't want life to be like this. So you don't want your paycheck to be like this. So that's why we build the discipline. If you build the discipline, the results will come. Okay? So now I leave you with a quote because I got no time, got negative time. So, true self-love begins when healthy habits feel exciting, not something to dread. Healthy habits should feel exciting. Winning should be exciting. And look, you guys are all winners. You guys are all champions, ladies and gentlemen, of course, not just guys. But let's rock and roll. Let's run through a wall. Who here is ready to have a fantastic day? Fast Start Monday.
Let's go.
On
Me.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Ready.
Let's have a big
All
day.
ready to go.
Right.
Love you guys. That's why I hit you with the truth. Hopefully this was good for you. It blessed you in some way. And let's have a big week. Henry, back to you, sir.
Thank
Give
you,
it up one more
Grant.
time for Grant Dog.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Way to go.
Booyah!
Grant.
Boom, boom.
Thank you.
Grant is out there truth smacking people this morning, but he does hit you with the truth because he cares. And we all care. And you need to care about yourself. So one way to care about your day is have a Fast Start Monday. One way to have a Fast Start Monday, take advantage of the contest. One way to have a Fast Start week is to make sure you use the momentum from today and keep rolling. It is the beginning of the new season of Ultimate Challenge. Who will be the star of the show? Only you know. If you're here for the very first time, Aisha's pointing. I just say Aisha's. It's like her meeting. She's pointing at herself. She's tracking stuff. If you are here for the very first time and you want to learn more about the SLS opportunity, hang out. We got the cure for what ails you. If you already have the ability to get on the phones and make sales, it's time to don't talk about it, don't see about it, be about it. Turn on. Get your parachute pants out. Get your gold chains and your glasses. It's MC Hammer time. I want to see people doing Chinese typewriter all across your living room. Be too legit to quit in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No excuses. Only results
Results count.
count. Results count.
Excuses.
Results count.